Hashem.
27th of July, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Oh, here comes Lou. Welcome back, Lou.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, so Lou, would you like to read from the Gemora?
Okay, we're on Chaf Aleph, Amid Aleph.
Chaf.
Yeah.
We're on the last line of Chaf Amid Base.
Chaf Amid Base, last line. Ema.
Tashma.
Oh, Tashma. Come and learn from the following brisa. Simpon Sheyesh Alav Adim. Let's see, a receipt in the possession of the lender which has the signatures of witnesses on it. Yiskayem b'chos mav, should be certified by its signers. If the witnesses verify that they signed the receipt, the lender must abide by it. This contradicts Rav Yirmiyah and Abba. Let's see, why does it contradict them? Why? Because they say that it's useless.
Yeah, Rav Yirmiyah says if we find a shover in the possession of the malva, we say it's puzzle.
Right.
So here we got a case where we see that there's a simpon, which is a shover, which we're going to be somach on. We're going to rely on it, meaning we're going to say that it's a proof, a receipt of the payment that the lover made the payment to pay the malva.
Right.
Okay, Rashi. Do we have a Rashi here? Yiskayim b'chosomo, the last Rashi on the page.
Okay, the Yiskayim b'chosomo. It was certified by the signature. Ka Manda Omer. This is according to the one that says, Im Amar Malva. If the lender says, Lo nifrati, I have not been paid.
Right.
The Teda, and you know, Shahari Lo Masarte Liaday, and you know that it wasn't handed, he didn't hand it over to my hand. Yidkayem b'chom to. It would be established with the signatures. Alpi chot mav, with their signatures. The Yidkayem would exist. Im chot mav, if their signatures me'iden, that are testified shechotmu, that they signed. Ein hamalva, the lender cannot. It is not the lender na'aman, to be believed. Of kol kama, even though all the moal, the lo mitkayem, that it doesn't exist. Shehemin laman, that you go according to the one mafutz that takes for them. Malva, the lender, the malva amar puzzle, and he would say that it's a puzzle thing.
Okay, so we have a shover. It's been brought to the Beis Din for perusal by the malva, actually. And it's got even signatures on it. So So this brisa, what is this? A Mishnah, a brisa? It's a Tosefta that it says that right, if this shover has witnesses on it, is kayim b'chosamav. So what do we have to do in order to validate the veracity of this document? Is prove that the signatures are for real. So if we prove that signatures are for real, that's what it means. Is kaim b'chosamav. So then we will be somech on this document as being a valid proof of payment by the leva. Kasha on Rav Yirmiyah. So Rashi saying, what's the background to the case? Rashi says, we thought that this was what the case was about, that the Malva is saying, I didn't get paid, but Teda, and I'll bring you a proof. I did not give this document into the hands of the loiva because they never paid me. If he would have paid me, I would have given it to him. But what? It's got signatures. So the din is we check into the signatures. The signatures are for real. So meaning the one easy way, Rashi says, if the ones who sign imachosmin meidin, if the signatories give testimony shechasmuhu that they were the ones that signed their signature on this shover, ein amalva ne'eman. So then we don't believe the malva to say that the loan was not repaid. Aval, says Rashi, but kol kama the loy mekayim, as long as we don't have any kiyum of the signatures, we didn't vouch for them. We didn't bring in the signatories to testify that they were the ones that signed it. So then we say that the malva is going to be believed, that it wasn't ever paid off, even though it has signatures. And why do we do that? Says Rashi, because the malva really has a migu of sorts. The man mapikle, who's the one that brought this document, which seems to prove that the guy paid the malva? The malva himself brought this document to the attention of the bezdin. Umalva ha'amar pasulhu, and he is saying that this document is pasul, meaning that it's not a proof that the guy paid him. Okay. So, but at the end of the day, if we validate the document through validating the signatures, we say that the document is a proof of payment. And the Gemora holds that that's a kasha on Rav Yirmiyah. Okay. Welcome back, Roy.
Thank you. I feel much better now. I wasn't feeling.
Feeling better?
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. Okay. So now here's the first time that the Gemora doesn't seem to just answer the same answer that we've had the last 5 times. Oh, so this is very exciting. Let's see how the Gemora is going to answer this challenge to Rav Yirmiyah now. Ema. And this is the last 3 lines of Chaf Amid Beis. See the word Ema over there? And it's going to go on to...
3 words, last 3 words, not 3 lines.
Yeah, the last 3 words of the page. So we call upon Roy.
Okay. Ema, say in the text of the Barasha, the Sikiyim, the essence of the receipt could be certified from its signers in the following manner.
Hooray!
All right.
Oh yes, hooray! Hooray for finishing. But we're actually still in the what do you call it?
In the yeah.
Yeah, we're almost finished with that.
Chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to continue on the Chaf Aleph Amud Aleph.
Mhm. Right. The following manner. Tishaylana lahu mahadi. We ask the witnesses, Perua, whether the obligation for which the receipt was written was repaid. Elo Perua, or not paid. If they say they saw it repaid, the lender must obviously relinquish his claim. If not, he need not abide by the receipt, in accordance with the ruling of Rav Yirmiyahu Bava.
Oh boy. How do you? So it looks like we're doing some fancy footwork with the words of the Brisa. In other words, what we thought in the Havamina is that what it says Yiskayim Mechosamov was that we call in these two guys and we say, did you sign your name on this document? And they say yes. Oh, so if they say yes, so then that means that we're not going to believe the Malva to say that he wasn't paid off. And that was a kasha on Rabbi Yirmiyah. On that, the Gemora is saying, and that's the standard way of explaining what these words Yiskayim Mechosomov means. Validate the signatures are real signatures. But the Gemara over here says, no, that's not what it means over here. What it means over here is something special. It means that we're going to ask them, did you see that the Loiva paid the Malva? Is that what you signed your name about? If they say yes, so then we believe them against the Malva. Okay. And like that, it's not a kasha on Rabbi Yirmiyah. Let's see Rashi. Louis, want to read Rashi? Because Phil has been doing a lot of work over here up until now.
Okay, we're on Kaf Aleph.
Yes, the first Rashi on Chaf Aleph. The Shailinin Lahu.
Shailinan Lahu. That is, we ask them.
Yeah.
Im ro'o ha par on v'im lav. If they saw the payment or not, ne'eman hamalva, we believe the malva, lomar, to say, shelo nichtav, that it was not written, ella lios mocher
Muchan.
Lechashi para. We only believe the malva what is mochan?
It's ready for, prepared. Muchan.
In that it's prepared the document.
Okay. So Shailinin lahu, says Rashi. We asked him. What do we ask him? Imra'u hapiroyon. If they saw the payment being made from the loiva to the malva, and if they did, so then we believe them, and we don't believe the malva. Be'im lav, but otherwise, meaning if they don't say that we saw the payment, they say, no, we just signed our name. He asked us to sign our name over here, and we signed it. If that's what they say, so then they're not testifying that they saw the loiva pay anything. So in that case, Rashi says, Neman HaMalva. Then we're going to believe the Malva. Loimar, to say, Shalo Nechtav Ela Lios Muchan Likashei Para. What's the Malva's taina over here? The Malva's taina is, this guy never paid me. Oh, so you want to know why it is that I have this document here? I have it Muchan. I have it ready and available Likashei Para, that when he does pay me, and even if he pays me on Erev Shabbos, 15 minutes before Shkia, I'll be able to just whip him this document, and I'll get my money. Okay. Right. Right. So like this, this brisa doesn't represent a refutation of Reb Yirmiyah. Now, you probably want to know why, right? And my hunch is, I think it's the Pashut Pshat in the Gemora, is that the document itself, it doesn't tell us anything, right? Doesn't tell us anything. Even if the guys say, yeah, that's our signature, we say, oh, that doesn't prove anything. What do we want to? What's considered to be a proof by us? If they testify that they saw that the loiva paid the malva. Oh, if so then we got two witnesses that say that there was a payment made by the loiva to the malva. But we're not relying on the shover. We're not relying on this document. The document, as far as we're concerned, is worthless, which is exactly what Rabbi Yirmiyah said. But that was only according to the answer that we explained that's what the Bryce is talking about. But it was clearly it looked like a refutation of Rabbi Yirmiyah if you just learn the words of the Brisa according to the simple, straightforward understanding that we always understand those words. Is kaima b'chosamav. We validate the signatures, meaning we make sure that they're signed by two real guys who exist, and they said that that's our signature, and it's not a forgery. And if so then the document is good. That's usually what it means. The Gemora had to really make a kvetch and say a teretz in order to save Rabbi Yirmiyah. Okay, so we keep saving Rabbi Yirmiyah,
but it's odd that it's written the way it is, because if what we're saying really is the document is irrelevant, then it shouldn't say, oh, get the document, certify the signatures, ask the witnesses if he paid. It's just say, if there are witnesses that says he paid, then we believe him.
Yeah. We could say this in every single shtar that we have in the world, right? We don't say that. Some malva comes into the bezdin with a loan document, and it said, what does it say? It says this loiva over here, he borrowed $1,000 from me on Rosh Chodesh Nisan. That's what it says, and there's even two signatures. And so, what do we do after that? The bezdin says, okay, let's be Makayim the signatures. What does that mean? That doesn't mean we ask them We don't ask them, is it true what it says in this document? We just say to them, is that your signature over there, buddy? And they say, yes, that's my signature. And that's the end of the day. And then we turn to the Levitt and say, well, we got a star here. The Malva's got a proof that he loaned you money. So do you have a proof that you paid it up? So it's a bit of a difficulty that the Gemora's got to answer this. It's not the simple understanding of the Brisa.
Right. Thank you, Rabbi.
We don't have a date on the star. It could have been.
Yeah, we have a date.
Okay.
Why is the?
I haven't heard of it.
Still, the date doesn't tell us. According to the answer, the date doesn't tell us that the loan was paid. In other words, we're saying that we're going to believe the guy. Rashi says we're going to believe the Malva that he had the whole thing written up, even with signatures, in the event that the guy comes and wants to pay. He'll be able to whip out this shover and give it to him and take his money. But the fact that there's in other words, just like he wrote up, Gemora is saying like this, just like the Malva wrote up this document, even though he didn't get paid yet, it's a proof of payment by the Levitt. So too, he also asked witnesses to sign on it as well as the whole thing is prepared, because just like the guy might come 15 minutes before Shabbos and say, here's the $1,000, where's my receipt? So the guy says, oi, I'm going to have to go and find two witnesses to blah. And he's knocking on the door on Erev Shabbos 10 minutes before Shkia, and they answer the door and say, what are you, crazy? What do you want from me at 10 minutes before Shkia? Get out of here, right? So we can understand the Gemora's answer. It makes sense. That's what the guy did.
There's a difference in writing it and then signing it. That's addition. The question is, if it has signatures, why would they sign it until they saw it got paid? Otherwise, why would they sign? It's hard to believe that they would sign unless they saw the money transferring hands. Otherwise, it's a little weird.
In other words, they're signing their name on something that didn't happen yet.
How could I sign I paid if I didn't see him being paid?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I understand the preparation, but the signatures are the key.
Yeah, very good. Okay, very good.
Okay.
All the best, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Fine.